I believe it needs a key. The tablet referenced some sort of crystalline device, if I understood it correctly. Something rather like that device you're holding. You should try that on the door. Alright, well, let's have a look. This dragonkin device is responding to this door. I wonder. Interesting. What is this place? Are those dragonkin in those tanks? Indeed they are. I believe this place is some kind of hibernation chamber. A hibernatorium, if you will. Sleeping dragonkin it is. Well, let's try not to wake them up. Not only sleeping, they're dreaming? Yes, and also connected. The Matrix. Like a shared dream? I believe I might be able to temporarily connect us to their dream. Would that be safe? So long as we do not interact directly with the dreamers, we should go unnoticed. Shall we? Well, wouldn't hurt, I guess. Okay. Well, here we are in the shared dream. Seems similar. So, is this a dream? We're still in the hibernatorium. Yes, this is a shared dragonkin dreamscape. These two are reliving a shared memory of this place. Want to see? Let's. Bastra, check hibernatorium. Opening shields now. Aha! The dreaming dragon can change these. I should remember these symbols and try inputting them outside the dream. What looks like a 2... Alright. 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. Always impatient. Always ignore me. Never takes me seriously. Hipcarnum. Memory say? Hipcarnum. So this is the true hibernatorium. Alrighty then. Hipcarnum. Dragonkin in these pods are reliving a different dream from the caretakers in the upper chamber. After practicing on those two upstairs, I think I might be able to guide these Dragonkin's dream towards Karapak. I am picking up the term Kindra Council from two of these Dragonkin. Perhaps their dream can enlighten us some more about him and how he thinks. Well, let's go. How'd you get up there? Never mind. This pool appears to be where this so-called Kindra Council held forums. Are you ready for me to connect to their dream? Let's do this. We are all here. I call this Kindra Council session to order. Oh, I think that's Sakarth, leader of the Necrocerts. Very well. Each creed shall put forth their plan to deal with Joss and the other destroyers. And there's Karapak. Well, the dreamer's memory of him, at least. He's not actually in hibernation. How can I tell which are dreamers and which are their memories? I believe only the two Nodun are reliving this memory. The others are just as the Nodun remember them. There may be some bias in what we see here. The Nodun are working with the other creeds to build a hibernatorium north of here. Surviving the abyss and then building the city has taken a toll on our people. We must replenish our strength before we do anything with the elders. The Nodun Young support Maragan's plan. Of course you would side with your mate. We have been through so much to get here. Now's the time to push forward, not sleep. The technology being created is already having wider implications. Skeika is working on some experiments with the local fauna, with the assistance of the hunter Varanus. Perhaps so, but I concur with Karapak. We must take this opportunity to learn about this newly created universe. The Agra are preparing many expeditions through the abyss to new worlds. Agra? What's that? Ah, this must be the fourth Dragonkin Creed. I can finally put a name to them. There are very few accounts of them at all. Our kind have spent too long in the abyss. We were lucky that it had no lasting ill effects on our bodies. But spending more time within it is folly. This is not a concern for the Agra. Our minds are what makes us Dragonkin. Our bodies merely crude flesh. And what of the Sirtis? Sirtis? Why not Necrosirts? I sense no mocking here. There is respect in Karapak's voice. No doubt this was the original name of this creed. We intend to seek out the leader of these elder beings, Joss, and show it our value. They destroyed our world, our universe, with purpose. They destroyed us unknowingly. Beings of such immense power should be respected from afar. And you would rather we supplicate ourselves to such power than rise up to meet it? This is not the Dragonkin way. No. Once they are aware of us, they will see we are worthy of respect. We are unique within their creation. You cannot make peace with such beings. This is idealistic folly. Indeed, the only way to obtain respect from such beings is to match it in stature. Surpass it even. And you call us naive. Except my idea is not folly. I have been studying them and how they sculpted this universe, and have drawn up designs for a device that will not only match their power, but rival it. My device generates a new form of energy, the likes of which is unseen on this world. Indeed, not seen in this universe. Shadow anima. Uh-oh. With it, we can rapidly advance our civilization and stand shoulder to shoulder with the destroyers. They would not dare oppose us, and we can live in peace and prosperity. This sounds dangerous. We would be like mosquitoes attempting to feast on their blood. We could be easily swatted. We all witnessed how easily our home was brought to ruin. We were not also lucky to evacuate in time. You collectively would all rather run away to the abyss, hide in your minds, or have us become servants. These things are not the Dragonkin way. You do your kin a disservice, Karapak. We do these things for our own betterment, not out of fear. Your plan for the Dactyl is sound and of value to our people, but the Kindra urges caution. For the Sirtis plan too, suckers. Indeed, the Nodun align with the Agra here. We shall continue on with our own plans, but we insist your two creeds keep the Kindra informed of your own progress. This is acceptable to us. Also the Dactyl. I believe this is the end of this Nodun memory. We didn't learn much. We already knew Karapak had some sort of device. We still don't know what it does or is, other than it supposedly generates shadow anima, whatever that is. Let me see if I can steer these Nodun to a future Kindra meeting. Hannibus? These two Dragonkin didn't disappear like the rest. Is that supposed to happen? It is okay. I'm not sure this is a good idea. I think one of them has noticed us. Please, I must concentrate. Sente! Hannibus! What manner of beings are you? How did you invade our dream? You carry the stench of Karapak's device. The Elder asked you questions. Answer them. I may have made an error in judgment. We apologize. Maragan, is it? We meant not to intrude. We only entered here to discover more about Karapak. Him and his device, and this device of his. He has become a threat to the world. Would you help us stop him? We were hoping to see how his experiments fared in your other Kindra Council meetings. There were no other meetings. Karapak did not keep his word, turned on his device without Kindra approval. Maragan, I told you we should not have gone into hibernation when we were cursed. Karapak has taken it upon himself once again. Perhaps we have slept too long, Durval. Very well, Vekin. You saw in our dream here Karapak's intent for his device. Then let me share with you the direct result of his actions. This is going to hurt.
The Dragonkin of the Dactyl were well regarded for their scientific prowess, and none were as renowned as Karapak. It was to riotous applause that Karapak unveiled his latest invention, a device he promised would spark a new dawn of Dragonkin science, a machine capable of generating limitless power by flooding the world with corruption. The possibilities were endless. He believed that with power of this scale, the Dragonkin would rival the creators themselves. Pride precedes a fall. Before Karapak could celebrate his creation, the Elder God's displeasure was made known. Jazz, the eldest of them, laid waste to the Dragonkin cities. In moments, the work of centuries was undone, and the Dragonkin fled in terror. Jazz bound the Dragonkin to the Catalyst, an elder artifact of great power. The Dragonkin sought the power of the Elder Gods, and their wish was granted. Pride precedes a fall.
Wow. Wow, there was a good amount to unpack there. What? How did I get back here? Ah, good. There you are. So, whilst you've been following up that lead with Hannibus, Doc and I have been studying the island a little more. Turns out, there's a whole wealth of ancient dragonkin knowledge waiting to be uncovered. Why, I could spend years unearthing their secrets. Imagine the technology. Imagine the power we could... Listen, do you hear something? Doc can sense the encroaching presence of evil. What does that mean? Doc is right. I can feel something approaching the ruins. Ah, yes, I can feel it now. The resonance of elder artifacts mixed with a touch of dragonkin arrogance. Karapak. He must have realized what we've uncovered, and it seems important enough to warrant the personal touch. Be ready. I doubt this is a friendly hello. So, you have discovered the Sleeping Nodden. A fascinating example of the futility of hope. The Nodon were our builders, our architects, and the visionaries who were able to rise up the mightiest of Dragonkin's cities. Yet, when faced with the threat of the Elder Gods, the cowards chose to sleep through it, to dream of better worlds in the pointless hope of waking into one. Pointless. One cannot simply hope for a better world. One must be willing to do what it takes to create that world. But hope is such a powerful vice. The weakest people will always yearn to give in to it. It isn't weak to hope, Karapak. It's a belief in better things. That belief stops you giving up. It empowers you. Hope can stop you doing something terrible. Karapak, my friend, you've lost hope and took what you've become. You've lost hope, and look what you've become. What you might do. Please, my friend, stop this madness and work with us. We can find another way. Ha! Ha! This villain has had enough chances. Doc will put a stop to him right now. This is pointless. There is no battle here. No conflict. You cannot stop me. I have the needle. Still, fight me if you must. Reason has not worked. So come. Witness the futility of your efforts. Villain! I am inevitable. Doc Smash! What is this madness? He's healing instantly. Even Doc cannot hurt him. You see now? Doc Smash! This is no fight you can win. Honestly, you are the worst. Needle, I control time itself. Take this. Any harm you do to me, I unwind and remove. Abandon hope. I have already won. There. You see now? There is nothing you can do to me. I control the flow of time as easily as you control your breathing. Any harm you inflict on me simply never was. I could destroy you now. I could unmake your very birth. You would simply never be. I could do this, but I won't. I am not a monster. I am no wicked villain laughing from my throne of bones. I do not wish to kill this world, but there is simply no other way. The Elder Gods have awoken. It It is only a matter of time before their eggs hatch and the Elder Gods tear apart not only this world, but all other worlds. My people have seen this happen. Know firsthand the devastation that such an act causes. If one world is the price to prevent that happening to all other worlds, it is a fair price. But I understand how little comfort that is to you and your kind. So I offer you this gift, the absence of hope. Know that you cannot stop me, so do not waste your final moments in fruitless attempts to thwart me. Go spend time with your loved ones, friends and family. Celebrate your lives together. Bury old grievances and prepare yourselves for an afterlife with a clean conscience. Few are granted such a gift. For what little friendship we had, I urge you not to squander it. So that's it then. Perhaps we could evacuate some of the population? A mass evacuation's practically impossible. We could get a scant few hundred through the World Gate at best. Then perhaps we should take his advice and spend time with our loved ones. I should go and see Vindicta. See if I cannot be a father to her in her final hours. No, I won't give up. Karapak may have power, but I've faced down powerful foes before. I've stood up to demons, dragons, demigods, and the warped abominations of Sautok. I am not going to surrender to some blue dragonkin with a superiority complex. Yes, Doc agrees with World Guardian. This villain thinks he can scare us with cheaty magic tricks. We are some of the mightiest warriors in the world. Doc is strongest, obviously. Guardian is guardian of worlds, and would never give in. Anubis, though tiny, rides mighty dragons into battle. Karos is, come to think of it, Karos probably would give up. I am standing right here, and aside from his last comment, I agree with Doc. Which makes me feel a little ill. But Doc is right. The only way that Karapak guarantees victory is if we give up. Direct combat failed, sure, but there are more weapons in our arsenal. And the most powerful weapon of all is Dark Fists! Knowledge. I was going to say knowledge. I hate you. I want you to know this. You're right. We need to see what more we can learn. Karos, you investigate the Dragonkin ruins. See if there are any more secrets you can uncover. On it. Hanibus, you see if there's anything more you can learn from the Sleeping Nodin. I'm not sure there's much more they're willing to share, but I'll see what I can do. I'll return to Saren and see if she and the Council have any additional leads. Doc, you, I shall punch some dinosaurs. They might know something. Sure, you go do that. We'll meet back at the base camp after I've spoken to Saren. Karapak won't get rid of us that easily. Alright. Well, let's see how things are at Berthorpe. Hello again, World Guardian. I hope you are here with good news.
Yes. What news have you brought us?
Have you uncovered Karapak's plan? Can we stop him? There's a restlessness in the underworld. I worry something awful is going to happen soon. As you can see, time is of the essence. I'm afraid I am the bearer of bad news. When Karapak took control of the needle, he managed to make himself invulnerable. Whatever we do to him, whatever harm we inflict, it just vanishes as though it was never there. Ah, yes. I was worried that would be the case. The needle is one of the most powerful artifacts. Its ability to control time makes it almost unstoppable. I like that word, almost. Yes. Unfortunately, we don't know much about the needle. We don't know its strengths or weaknesses. Fortunately, we do know someone who might. Primrose. Indeed, the needle's former host, Gale, known now and before as Primrose. If there are any answers to be had, then I imagine that she will be the one with them. I'll go see if Primrose has any answers for us. Alrighty then. You know, I don't know why I'm surprised that I'm coming back to this place, now that I think on it. Anyways, hopefully Primrose has something that she can tell us. How can I help you? How are you doing? I'm healthy and I'm Ho. It's been a lot of difficult conversations, but we're getting through them. Mom's really trying. She's still overly protective, but she's learned to let go. She even let me write a letter to Sloop. He's with someone else now. But we're still friends. I don't quite know whether I'd call... Oh. Hold on. But we're still friends. I don't quite know whether I'd call what Carapac did to me a good thing, but it's not all bad. I do miss Gale a bit, though. I really don't know what I can tell you there, but I'll help where I can. What was it like being her? It was wonderful. She was so free. As Gale, I could go anywhere, be anyone. Well, as long as I didn't stray too far from the needle. You were tied to it? Something like that. The needle and I were deeply connected. It was a part of me as I was a part of it. It's an impossible to describe bond, like we were attached by the soul. As Carapac has the needle, I don't think that helps us much. Was she vulnerable to anything? Foolhardy adventurers and evil dragonkin, apparently. Yeah, sorry about that. But to more seriously answer your question, I'm afraid I really don't know. As Gale, I kept myself hidden, so I never had to face anyone in battle. So I have no idea what my weaknesses are. I'm afraid elder artifacts don't come with a guidebook. Well then, how about the needle itself? Ah, yes, that. Being connected to the needle is indescribable. Past and present so easily melded together, and I could undo any mistake with a simple gesture. No one should have that power. Could it be destroyed? I'm sorry, I have no idea. It's powerful and it protects itself. How do you harm something that can undo whatever harms it? Can it be counteracted? You're really asking the wrong person there. I was its agent, its voice. I suppose I wasn't its master. The needle has a will of its own, you see. As Gale, I could direct it, but I could never act against it. So it's intelligent. Not really. Not like you or I, but there's a power there, a strength that threatened to overwhelm me if I wasn't too careful. Any weaknesses? Not that I know of, sorry. It can manipulate time itself. There's no defense against that. Whilst I know you don't know how to defeat Carapac, you have given me some ideas. If the needle forges a connection with its user and the needle itself has something like a will of its own, you're wondering if we can turn that connection against Carapac. Something like that, yes. I'm sorry, I I have no idea how I'd do that. No. But perhaps Saren or the Council might have some ideas. Well, I think we've got a plan starting to form. I guess we'll head back to the Council and see what can be done.